Hey, Steve Adubato's on the line. Steven, welcome back to the show. Are you in Boston now? Did you get back?
No, I got back late last night. I was in Boston trying to make a few dollars for my family so I can go to Del Frisco on my own dime, and I don't have to charge Frank Luntz or Jerry Crowley, and I don't have to complain like you guys over there.
Come with no. It's all free when you're with us, Steve. Come hang with us. We're gonna go out.
My friend Felix, who the people don't know, I get a little too inside, handles everything over at Del Frisco's. He's the manager.
Felix is great.
Felix is great, but I pick up my own tab, Joe, because I'm in broadcasting. I'm a motivational speaker, and unlike you guys, I take care of other people.
We don't show up unless it's free, Steve. Hey, you know what? I got to tell you. Next time at Del Frisco, I went, and Felix was great. He goes, "Hey, Joe, how are you?" He goes, "Hey, you know what? You're at the grill. Frank made the reservations at the grill. You're over there. He couldn't have been nicer. And you know, there's so many great steakhouses, Mastro's. We got to get you, Steve Adubato, to Dino and Harry's, our favorite Jersey steakhouse over there. Come on.
I would love to do that.
And you know what, Steve? Steve, on us, baby, free.
You guys, don't say something you can't back up."
Frank will pay. Well, I get Frank.
No. You know what, Steve? It would be my honor to pay for you. All right?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Don't believe it for a second, Steve. Don't believe it for a second. Yeah, no, you can't. That's it. Are you kidding me? That's the problem. That's the problem over here, Steve.
It would be our honor to have Al pay for you as well, Steve.
Jerry,
Frank, my man.
No, Jerry will pay. You just make sure Jerry walks by. He'll give the credit card. I'll tell you. Hey, Steven, Happy New Year to you. Did you have good holidays? Holidays were good?
Holidays were great. I had a kidney stone to kick off the new year. Right before I had
I am so sorry. Are you serious?
3 days before I'm interviewing Governor Christie, a PBS exclusive interview. 3 days before, I have a kidney stone that they tell me, you're going to pass this. It's going to come out. Second one I've had. Except it gets stuck. I have an emergency operation. I don't want to go into the details as to how they took it out because your audience would immediately turn off the radio. They went in a way that should be outlawed in most states. And then they took it out in a way that's outlawed in every state. And then I did the interview in pain. And then you did that. I was in more pain after being with Governor Christie.
But you did the interview. You did that interview, which everybody saw. You did that. You had a kidney stone like a couple of days before it?
I had a kidney stone with an operation. How about one more? I had a stent in after the surgery. And that's the only detail, and they took it out the day after. That's the only. And Governor Christie looked at me in makeup. I saw him. He goes, "You look terrible." I said, "Governor, I had an operation a couple of days before. I'll be good in a week. And how about you? How will you look?"
Yeah.
And that's how we started.
Yeah, that is. God bless you, man. But you're all good now. You're feeling okay now.
I feel great. I worked out this morning. I'm in great.
And I got to ask you, Steve. We got to get to Governor Christie's address, but I could talk to you. I'm so sorry. I got to catch up. The Barbie Dream House.
Barbie Dream House. I'm looking at the bar. I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Why is the Barbie Dream House in the kitchen? My wife Jennifer's looking at me. Why are you telling Joe Piscopo freaking out? And the audience in AM970. Because it's in the kitchen. It belongs in the basement.
It does travel. So, but listen, I had to tell you this. Little Charlie got the Barbie Dream House. It took me 2 hours to put that thing together.
It took Jennifer 4 hours. Because I'm not touching it.
You know what?
I hired a consultant.
I think this is a conspiracy by the Chinese who make all these Barbie products.
Of course, it's the Chinese.
Yeah, well, they make the Barbie stuff over there. I saw it's all made in China. 2 hours with the little baby.
If they made it in Camden, maybe everything will be all right.
But did you have the Rapunzel, the little Rapunzel doll that goes down the slide? Did you get that one too? It was fantastic, actually.
Joe, stop! My 4-year-old daughter Olivia's listening. Now we're going to have to order it online.
Steven, tell me about your good friend. I thought that the governor hit it out of the park. I thought he was brilliant. I know all the problems that we have in New Jersey, but I thought politically he was world class yesterday.
Look, listen, did I like the speech? Yes, it was well delivered. He was funny. He was self-deprecating. Mm-hmm. He spoke to the national audience. He connected on a lot of levels. He spoke about Camden, frankly. For those who know New Jersey, know the Camden, crime capital of the world. Yeah. They are making a terrific turnaround. The governor gets credit for that, along with the Democratic Mayor Dana Red down there. A lot of good things are happening, but the governor may be my friend. I respect him a lot, but the fact is, Joe, there are real challenges in the state, and that's not simply on the governor's watch by itself, but there are some people who are saying, Governor, you did not mention the fact that the fund that takes care of all the roads and bridges, it's called the Transportation Trust Fund. I won't get into the boring details. It's running out of money. Do we need a gas tax? I heard you guys saying before, how can we have a gas tax? Gas prices are low. Joe, I don't want a gas tax, but let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. When you don't have money to put in the pot that's supposed to fix the roads and bridges that are crumbling, we just closed a bridge in Morris County. You know that well, Joe.
I think that
Joe,
was.
You need a gas tax. I'm sorry.
No, but
you need a gas tax.
You need to get rid of the bureaucracy, Steve. I was saying, get rid of the jobs, those $200,000 a year jobs on the turnpike. And also, I think that bridge thing, Steve. I don't want to say that I'm paranoid, that I'm Essex County paranoid. I don't want to say nothing.
But you are. Go ahead.
I think they made that bridge thing up just so they could raise the gas tax. I think they said, you can't drive on this bridge. Oh, really? Yeah, well, we better raise the gas tax. I'm just so tired of taxes. And they got...
Joe, am I.
You know?
But, Joe, here's the problem.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, mid-1980s, one term in the legislature when I was there, I voted to create this Transportation Trust Fund. Tom Kane was the governor. The purpose of that fund was to have a pot of money to fix the roads and bridges so they wouldn't fall apart. The fund has no money. I don't trust a lot of people in government either, but here's the problem. If the fund goes bust, and then there's no money for the roads and bridges, a bridge collapses while people are driving over it, God forbid, then what happens? People say, how could the people in government not have fixed those bridges, not have protected the people going over it? I'm telling you, Joe, I have suspicions too, but the problem is the gas tax may be the only money, if you can dedicate every penny to go right into that pot to fix roads and bridges. The governor, I like him, he's my friend. I wish he would have talked about a solution to it. When I asked him about that on the show on PBS, he said, Steve, I have a deal. We're going to work on it, but I'm not going to tell you on the air. And if he wasn't going to tell me on the air on PBS, he wasn't going to talk about it in the State of the State.
Listen to that. But how?
He was pretty tough.
Yeah, but how can you give the money to the Transportation Trust Fund when you got toll money, when you have all that toll money? How does it go bust? That's what I'm asking. You know what it costs? You know what it costs? Yeah. Go ahead. No, because it goes.
Sorry to interrupt, Joe. Here's the way it works.
Yeah.
A lot of that toll money controlled by the folks who control those roads, like the Turnpike Authority. Listen, Joe, the bureaucracy on top of bureaucracy. The Port Authority controls the tolls going over the bridges. The Turnpike controls the Parkway controls the tolls. The Highway Authority controls the Parkway. It's insane. The pot of money that I'm talking about gets funded by the gas tax. And all I'm saying is, right now, if they do it when prices are low, we got a shot. I don't want to pay any more either, Joe. But maybe the only chance we have. And all I'm saying is, I don't want to focus on it too much. All I'm saying is, I think the governor did talk really well about the fact that Camden is doing better, that 5 years ago things were a lot worse. And I like what he said about the fact that while businesses are leaving, it's because we're a high-tax state, including Mercedes-Benz that left.
I can't believe, you know what, thanks for bringing that up, because I cannot believe Mercedes-Benz, who was in Montville, Mercedes-Benz North America, this huge company, employed all these jobs, and they took off, but the governor, he kind of said, oh, this is why they left, but wasn't it on his watch that he could have maybe prevented this company from going? I mean, I'm just saying.
I give him credit for having the cojones. Can I say that on AM970?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it's a Jewish word. So I think people were like, hey, they left on your watch, and I think they thought he was going to back away. He said, look, yeah, that's right, they left. Go ask them why they left. I think the Christie administration did everything they could to try to keep them, and you know what they said? They said, look, we got a better deal in Georgia. They have low taxes.
Yeah.
They don't bust our chops. And the bottom line is, I think the Christie administration said we threw everything we could at them, but New Jersey has a history of being a high-tax state with lots of regulations, and the Christie administration could not turn it around in a day. Listen, I think they tried to do what they could do, but Georgia, frankly, seems like a much easier state to do business in. And the problem is we lost all those jobs with it. Yeah. I also feel like it would have been great if the governor could have said something about AC, about Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Did not do that.
Yeah.
But the governor did talk about the pension situation. I think the governor's right about that. The governor said, yeah, we're all proud of ourselves that a couple of years ago we said we fixed the pension system. He goes, here's the problem. It's not enough.
No.
We've got to ask back more from the public employees. The problem is the public employees support the Democrats. The Democrats are saying, we can't ask any more from the public employees to give back more. The governor's saying the pension fund's going bust. We got to ask every family. Here's what he said, Joe. Want to fix it? Every family in New Jersey's got to provide a check for $12,000 to make the pension fund be solvent again. We can't do that. Yeah. And so the Democrats are saying we can't ask our friends in the public employee unions to give back more because those are our votes.
You know what I love? I love that you all these people on. Listen, I love toll takers, and you know when you go by, you go in, they go, "Hey, Steve, how are you?" Toll taker.
Yeah, we saw the Pope of Greenwich Village. We remember what happened.
Yeah. But
sorry, go ahead.
Police and fire, teachers, you can't take away their pension and welfare, and you work with them, from here on out. But don't take back what you promised. But all those other folks, all the other folks, that are working. I mean, and not to demean the jobs at all, but do they need those big pension and welfares? If you're like, I'm gonna alienate all the toll takers now, though. But I mean, the vital people of the community, like the cops, like the teachers, like the firefighters,
Cops, teachers, and firefighters, to me, they are the
foundation,
the heart and soul of our community, and especially with our kids in public schools, our teachers. I think they're underpaid. Cops, their life's on the line. Here's the thing. I do think, though, moving forward, I got to tell you, Joe, the deals are too rich when it comes to health benefits. I think the pension situation right now, they cut deals that did not make sense moving forward because we couldn't pay it.
I love your passion this morning, Steve. This is great. This is a great conversation.
I'm good.
Al's neck is getting red because we have to go to a break here, but I tell you, but I love it. And listen, Steve Adubato, PBS anchor, New Jersey political analyst, author of the forthcoming book, Lessons in Leadership. Yeah. What is happening tomorrow night now?
Tonight. Part 2, Christie, NJTV, 7 o'clock, WNET, 12:30 a.m.
Listen, and you need any help on that Barbie dream house, you call me. I'll come over. I'll take care of it. Not a problem. I know what I'm doing.
Thank you, Uncle Joe.
Okay. Stephen, thank you. God bless you, Steve Adubato.